Welcome to Beadbody's waist bead tying ceremony tutorial. This is for the people at home. You're gonna need a bowl, scissors, and a lighter. Okay, let's get started. So find the center stone of your waist beads and just put it in the small of your back. Don't mind me, I'm actually doing a virtual tie-on with a client while I shot this video, so that was cool. The second to the last strings on your waist beads adjust so your beads can slip up and down at the ends for the slack you don't need. So again, put the center stone in the small of your back, okay? Snug your beads up on the string so you won't have any gaps or spaces. Double check everything. Then you want to cross the beads over each other just to find that perfect fit. Most go above the belly button. Leave a little room to sneeze, but don't make it too loose. I would say if you can run 2 fingers under there or 3, that's pretty good. On some of my waist beads, I can run 4 fingers under, so it just depends on your goals and your reasons and where you want it ultimately, as it is your journey, okay? So you will cross one string over the other. Before you tie a knot, just to make sure you have them in the right spot. And then the second to last bead on each end, you'll slide it down a little bit to give yourself some slack, okay? And then you'll make a knot just to make sure that they're on you snugly. From there, it's really helpful if you can tie a knot like that first knot you just tied, but then take a string behind the waist bead and just pretend to tie a knot on the back of the waist bead. Take your time, get it sized up, don't lose your place. And if there's too many beads on your strand, you can tie one initial knot or just hold your fingers in that space. And then you can cut the beads at the end, at the very, very end, to fall into the bowl that you have. So that's an option too. And anyway, you just want to tie about 3 or 4 knots, especially if you have an active lifestyle. The goal is to make sure that the waist beads are secure, but if you have a pretty active lifestyle or some New Year's resolution goals or just whatever you have in mind, 3 to 4 knots are great. I will just alternate the front of the waist bead, the back of the waist bead. Okay? Once you do that front back knot scenario, you'll want to tie about 3 knots in a row, kind of like a braid going down, if you will. And at that point, you can cut the excess beads and the excess string. Okay? Now, you'll kind of have like a little tail, like a little thread tail sticking out, but that's totally fine and that's totally normal. This is where your lighter comes in. Much like whenever you get braids and they have to burn your braid a little bit, you do not need to make direct contact. The fire does not need to be in direct contact with the thread. You can bring the fire near the thread and it will begin to melt. Just put your hand in between the waist beads where the knot is and your body, and then just burn that and pat it down a little bit, and then you're good to go. You're sealed on. Spin them around and enjoy your journey. Thank you.